What's good, y'all? It's the Being Built fam. I'm my boy Caleb in the house. Today we slamming the G35, y'all. It's finally happening. Fortunately, I don't have a jack, so I can't just jack it up to the rear bash bar and do both real quick. But we're gonna knock this out real quick, and we're gonna show y'all when it's done. All right, y'all. Day 2 of the slamming the G35 project. It's like 6 in the morning. I'm about to go ahead, finish knocking this side out real quick. We already broke all the bolts loose and everything last night with the impact, so I just gotta pretty much yank everything out of there, get the new joint in. Did run into a problem on this back joint, unfortunately. We were trying to get the strut bolt out and we accidentally snapped the bolt, so we gotta get some reinforcements come out here and pretty much help us with this one. Car gonna be sitting for a minute, but that's all good, cause while it's sitting, I'm gonna just go ahead and knock out some other project. Yeah, we done fucked up. Sheesh, send help. Actually, guys, I actually do got the bolt right here. Yep. Focus, bitch. Yep. Snapped it clean. But that's that. Hello here, y'all. Y'all here working on the G35. We were trying something out just now. We were trying to see if we lowered the car down, if we could get this bolt right there to straighten up, because as you see, it's kind of cocked sideways. We've tried banging on it, that hasn't worked. I've seen other people cut it out and just replace the whole thing, but we're not trying to do all that. Trying to save some money, so I'm gonna try taking the wood out and see if that takes some tension off of that, and see if we can't get that to back itself out some, or at least to loosen up some of the tension so we can get it to back out. All right, guys, so what we discovered is that this top hat was rusted pretty much to the body, because I saw a few people on YouTube get this out without having to get that bolt out, and since we couldn't get that bolt out, I was doing some research on YouTube, and I saw a few people who got it out without having to take that bolt out. So I was like, well, why isn't it coming out now? Tried a few different things, and then I was like, well, let's try this, because I said this might be rusty. So what we ended up doing was we were taking a flathead to there, trying to like chisel like the inside around it. And what happened was we were sitting there, he was chiseling on it while I was pretty much standing on this, trying to, get it to come down a little bit. And we started leaking fluid and seeing fluid, and we thought we had punctured the line or something. So we come down here, we checked the brake lines. Brake lines were still good. We realized that we had broke the seal that was pretty much up there from it rusting, and that was the PB blaster that we had pretty much sprayed in there leaking down. So that's when we pretty much realized that our problem getting this strut out is literally, it's been old as hell. This shit's been in here probably since 2004. The last owner put these lowering springs on here, and that probably fucked this shock up even more, and it's just been slammed on that front shock and just rusting there. So we've been chiseling at this thing and tapping on it, but hopefully we'll get it out soon. And yeah, as y'all see, this Being Built garage, this is how we do it. We out here in the rain with it, y'all. We out here in the rain with it. Ain't no breaks out here in Maryland. Maryland ain't gonna give us good weather. We just gotta take advantage of the best weather we can get. We said it's raining, but it's not raining too bad. Fuck it, let's get it done. So we out here, y'all. Shitbox G35. All right, y'all, this is the third day of the G35 project. I'm probably actually not gonna work on the car today. It's been a rough 2 days working with the car, so probably not, like I said, probably not gonna mess with it. But I'll give you guys a little update of everything we got done. All right, so don't mind the coilover strut thing. We just got that right there holding it up to try to keep tension off some of the arms and bushings. But the sway bar link right here, we ended up having my buddy come through and cut this. I have replacements on the way, so I just gotta take that bolt out and wait for the replacement to get here, and I gotta put the new coilover in on this side and get everything finished up on this side, and then this will be done. On the rear on this side, we got it jacked back up. My good buddy Kevin came over late last night and he cut the strut on that side. So I just have to literally figure out how I'm gonna get that bolt out or whatever, or worst case scenario, replace that whole rear knuckle. But quick update on G35 and what we got going on. So obviously we got the new coilover in there. We just gotta reattach it to the knuckle right here. Now I think the last time we were still working on this, so as you see, this little tab piece right there is bent, which is not staying on that piece right there the way it's supposed to stop that from spinning. And pretty much this whole thing is spinning while we're trying to get that bolt out on the back half. So what we're going to end up having to do here is replace the whole sway bar. And yeah, so a project that went from something that should have been done in a day or two at the max is now turning into a full project. So yep, getting new sway bars for the front and rear at this point, because if I'm gonna buy one, I might as well buy them both. So I'm getting new sway bars for the front and rear. This side's almost done. Once we get we're gonna get this sway bar dropped, and we're gonna get everything reinstalled, get the ride height and everything adjusted on this coil. And then on this rear side, we got the strut right here cut, so we can get this one out and get that out and get the new one in. But yeah, this bolt is completely sieged to the bushing. So what I'm gonna end up doing, which is gonna be the fastest and probably the cheapest way to get this thing back on the road, is just replace the whole rear knuckle. So we're gonna end up replacing this whole rear knuckle, and if we run into any problems in back here, we'll probably end up replacing more shit while we're at it. But that's pretty much where we're at with this for slamming the G35. A project and a process, but I mean, I know it'll be worth it when it's done. This car has given me the most headaches out of all my cars, but that's what we're dealing with. Hey, y'all always look out for y'all people. Hey, you have a good one, man. God bless you, man. No problem, man. Stay warm out here. Hey, look, y'all, I usually don't film when I give people money, but look, just to show y'all, that was the last bit of cash I had in my wallet. But somebody always got it harder than you do, so just be thankful for what you have sometimes, y'all, and just, you know, bless others when you have it to do. Just for all of y'all who don't know, this is how sway bar link should go. It should be able to go in and out, no problem. It shouldn't be bent, cocked sideways, no dumb shit like that. It should be able to go in and out with everything still connected, no problem. Just to let you know. Quick update on the G35. It is a beautiful Friday here in Maryland, and we're out here actually making some progress on the G35. We're not taking no L's. Actually got some impact and a decent jack today. We went all the way out like Aberdeen, Maryland this morning to pick up the new front sway bar. And we're going to get that snatched out, get the new coilover in on that side, get the ride height adjusted to match this side, order new bushings for the new sway bar just to make sure they're good when we go back in there, and end links, and that'll pretty much wrap up the front. And then, like I said, on the back, we still have to tackle this whole rear knuckle, because we're just going to be swapping out. We're going to just disassemble this whole rear knuckle, and we're just going to swap a new one right in there, because like I said, that bolt is sieged, guys. Like, you can look at that. Like, it's connected to the metal little slot that's in the bushing to slide the bolt through. Like, that joint's sieged in there. There's no coming out. To swap a whole new knuckle in there and get this thing back on the ground, back running. Season openers are starting right now, and I'm trying to get the car back on the road. Look at that shit. It's a real shit box. Alright guys, so the G35, the front is pretty much done. We've got the coils in, preload set, ride height set, brake lines and everything down, everything's tightened down, torque respect, reconnected, everything like that. Already knocked out the other side. Other side's already done. Already got the wheel back down on that one. So yeah, I just pretty much gotta throw the wheel in on this one. But I ordered power steering lines from Z1. As you can see, these are leaking a little bit, especially this one, but closer down to the pump is leaking. So since I got the car jacked up in the air and the wheel off, I'm gonna just go ahead and swap these out while the car's up in the air. Alright guys, so there it is. I got my Z1 power steering hose kit all installed. My hands are messy as shit and made a nice little mess, but good thing we had this cardboard to clean it up, that way the driveway doesn't look like shit afterwards. But yeah, they look good. Well, they looked good before they got all messy from me installing them, but they look good, and these should, you know, help it flow better. And the old ones, oh shit, almost fell. The old ones were really freaking bad and cracked and brittle, and yeah, they were really bad. So that's that. So now all that adjusted, all we gotta do now is wait for the parts to come in for the sway bar and put the new sway bar up in there. All right, y'all, so we back with it. It's a Saturday. We get ready to start taking this rear knuckle apart so we can order a new one, and any other parts we need or we might have to replace in the process of swapping out this knuckle. So right now we're gonna go ahead and drop the drive axle out. It's like 6 bolts on the diff itself and this one in the front, and that should pretty much be it. So a quick update, as you can see, got the axle out. Boot's still looking pretty decent. Wasn't too bad of a job, guys. I just when I got under there, because you gotta take this bolt out first, and then when you get under there, I just took the e-brake off, since the car is like, it's sitting on all 4 jack stands, so it's not going nowhere. So I just took the e-brake off, and I just took every bolt out and just put one, use the 14, put it on the next bolt, spun it down to get it down to the bottom, like right there, and then just took the bolt out that way. That was the easiest way to get to all of them, opposed to trying to go 1, 2, 3 and then spin it and go 1, 2, 3. Because even if you do the 1, 2, 3 method, you still don't have that much clearance on the left or the right side. So yep, got that out, and we're gonna start disassembling this rear knuckle now. Bro, it's always that one bolt, bro. That one bolt, bro. All right, y'all, so we made major progress today. We got the rear axle ripped out. We got all the arms and everything disconnected. Spindles down there. We would have disconnected the dust shield and the actual brake assembly from the hub, but we managed to strip this one bolt, trying to get it out. But I'm about to say, we got extractor sockets at my job, so I'm gonna just grab one tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get that out. And I'll order a new knuckle tonight, and hopefully this thing will be back on the ground by next week at the latest. I will keep you guys updated and let you know when the G35 is back together. And y'all, I promise y'all, when this car is all the way back together, lit footage is coming, y'all. Lit footage is coming. We was gonna shoot the first video for the channel a few days back. It's in March. We're now in March, but we were gonna shoot the first video for the channel a few days back. But that was with us planning for the G35 to already be for the G35 already to have been slammed. So yeah, boys, just got the knuckle out, got the dust shield separated, got the wheel hub out. Although I do got to replace that joint. That joint wasn't half bad when I pulled it out, but I had to beat the shit out that joint to get it out. So we kind of fucked it a bit. So it's all good. So we're gonna replace that, and hopefully she'll be back on the road and by the end of next week. All right, y'all, so we out here getting stuff done. The new knuckle came in today. Didn't even expect a new knuckle to come in today. It wasn't supposed to come till like next week, but it ended up coming today while I was out here working on the car. So getting everything put back together. I am still waiting on a couple of bolts and screws, and I still need to get a cotter pin or two. But this thing's pretty much gonna be back together within the next day or so and back on the road. So looking forward to that. I haven't been able to drive the car for like 2 weeks now, and it's been bumming me out. This weather's been so nice, and there's been so many people out riding. So hopefully she'll be back together for the next week.
That's tight.
All right, y'all, we got hub and wheel bearing back assembled, e-brake and all that good shit's back assembled. All this crap under here that we had to undo to pull out the whole knuckle, back assembled the way it should be. All we gotta do is get this axle back in, and we'll get the dropper down on the ground, see what the height's looking like. Might adjust it, might not. It should be good where it's at. And then we'll just take it for a test drive. Well, if I'm lucky, we'll take it for a test drive today, just to make sure everything's riding right, since we took a lot of different things apart. It was definitely gonna need alignment because we took apart a bunch of different shit. But I'm just happy that this process is almost over with. It's never taken me this long to do coilovers on any of my cars. Usually it's like a day job, at worst 2 days, but this G35 has been kicking my ass. But we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Make sure y'all like and subscribe this video because we putting in work for y'all. All right, y'all. It's pretty much done. Got everything put back together. And at this point, I'm waiting for my wife to get here so I can run to the parts store and get a 32 mil to tighten this all the way down. But yeah, car's pretty much done. Like I said, once we get that bolt tightened up, throw the wheels on, get everything dropped back down, and we'll see what the ride height looks like. Got everything all back together. Got the drive axle back in. Pretty much done. Gonna get the wheel on, sit this puppy down on the ground. Here she is, y'all. She's all the way back done. Looking sweet. The front is like perfect. Height is about where it was on the lowering springs. It's slightly lower than it. I don't know. It's about same height or slightly lower than what it was on the lowering springs. And then the rear, oof. Like I could still drop more in the rear, but I do like to do a little bit of drag racing in this car. So I would like to keep, you know, a little space for travel. But sheesh. Camera does no justice. The amount of camber in the front. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, the camera, you can kind of see it right there. Finally got the shit box put back together in one piece.